And what it feels like we're going through, there's just like wave of like a layer that's being removed, that's pulling up a lot of stuff in humanity, but how it's feeling is like slow motion. Like feel like we're walking through molasses, walking through where your brain may be in a different state. Your mind, your ego is like, I want to get this done and accomplish this and this and this and this. But the energy is like not matching that. So when you're being present, you're not necessarily taking those big leaps forward that your ego wants, or your ego has planned to do. So there's this slow kind of motion that I'm watching a lot of people experience, but there are lots of things happening around that folks are wanting to have a reaction, because being present in a slow motion kind of experience can be challenging. So Martine was saying, okay. All right, which is okay. That must be why I keep walking into things, like my body isn't as fast as my brain. Yes. I feel like the layer that's coming off, it's like this upgrade, but it's like it feels like an AI kind of layer that I can't even start to speak, because as I go in, there's like all this buzzing that's coming through. There's like this static and buzzing that's starting to come through. So we'll just see where that takes us right now. But that's so interesting that Martine, you bring that up, because I'm seeing that with a lot of people where they have these intentions to do all these things, but like not everything is aligned, like mind, body, spirit, physicality. There's all those things. So, and I know someone here that's going through kind of like a massive like physical experience right now, right? And it feels like part of that upgrade is a physical upgrade that we're experiencing, where how the relationship we had with our biosuits, what we thought they were, isn't what they are anymore. Like they're shifting. And I watch my puppy going through, like, now she's in a new stage of like walking, right? Like her feet are kind of starting to match her body a little bit more. I feel like that's kind of an experience we're having, where this physical upgrade is starting to happen, but it's like a readjustment to our environment that's happening. And I'm noticing these dragon lines are really starting to activate, and it's our relationship to them is going to start to really become an experience. Like I'm watching, like when we're walking outside or we're starting to connect, there's like a physical opening that's trying to get online to connect with those dragon lines. But then there's this AI overlay that there's this, and I'm tuning into the buzzing. It's kind of like a radio channel when you're starting to change the radio. And we haven't found the kind of right place for it, for our individual like experience, that our individual frequency that we're going to be at. And there's also going to be a collective piece to it. So there's just a lot going on, but we're in this like slow motion piece of it. Can be waiting game, but it doesn't feel as much waiting game. It just feels like the key is presence. The key is just presence. And if it means that nothing on the to-do list gets done that day, it just feels like that's where it's at.